Tonight we are eating at Bel Canto, Jose Aviles place. It's a 2 Michelin starred restaurant in Lisbon, and we're looking forward to seeing what he has to share with us tonight. Belém station. The most famous Pasteis de nata in Lisbon, the Pasteis de Belém. Since 1837 they've been making their pasteis here. Beautiful cobblestone sign in the floor here, and if you get here any later you'll find massive queues of people waiting to get a chance to buy and enjoy these treats. But we are here bright and early, just after it opened at 8, and I think 8 is probably how many pasteis I intend eating.
Good? Was I say smile?
Okay, we're going head to head here. Mantegaria, Fabrica de Pasteis de nata versus Pasteis de Belém, the original contender since 1837. Yeah, okay. So visually, I'd say the ones from Mantegaria are slightly less cooked. Or less browned on top, and the ones from the Pasteis de Belém have a slightly crispier external pastry. Let's see how they fare in the taste test. It's just the difference if we use a bit of each. Some prefer with, some without. Powdered sugar is mostly for the look, as far as I'm concerned. It's not like they need to be any sweeter. But the cinnamon is a lovely addition. I'll add a similar amount on that one so I don't influence my taste test. Okay, Mantegaria, fresh out the oven. Oh, it's visually such perfection. Look at that pastry. So good. Fresh out the oven, they tend to have quite a liquid center.
That's the one that's supposed to have the slight citrusiness. Do you taste it?
I don't, to be honest. Only really taste custard. Let's compare now to Pasteis de Belém. Slightly darker, slightly flakier. I have to say, I think Pasteis de Belém edges it out just by a hair. Okay, so we compared notes and we agreed that perhaps the Mantegaria has a slightly superior crust, a little bit softer, not quite as crispy as the classic Pasteis de Belém, but that the Pasteis de Belém is probably edging ahead in the custard department. To be honest, they're so close and they're both so delicious. You can enjoy both of them. I think you should all go out and try them each, see which one you prefer. Let us know in the comments. But if you don't have time to head to Belém, and it is a little bit of a haul, although it's worth going out there to go and see the other sites in that area, like the Geronimo Monastery and the monument to the explorers and so on. But if you only have time to stay in the center of Lisbon, you're definitely not missing out on a very different experience. In a blind taste test, there's not much between these two pasteis. They're all delicious. That's our conclusion. 10 out of 10. Eat many. Eat many. Eat many. Okay, we're at the Time Out Market in Lisbon. It's kind of a food court concept, and they've got different chefs set up all around us, selling versions of their famous dishes from their restaurants, as well as a selection of other places where you can get traditional Portuguese food. We are going to start with a 24-hour suckling pig confit. Okay, let's try it. Beautiful crispy skin, nice layer of fat underneath, adding some moisture, and tender pork. Really well done dish. Next we've got some tempura sardines with a wasabi mayo. A bit of a twist on a classic Portuguese dish. Those are delicious, really good. Nice crispy tempura batter. We're at the famous Quinginha in Lisbon. This one goes out to Anthony Bourdain, who drank here in no reservations and definitely made us want to come and visit this spot. Apparently there's only two options, with cherry or without cherry. It's basically a cherry liqueur, and you drink it on the street, spit the cherry pip out, and then possibly go back in for a few more.
We'll get 2 with cherry, please.
€2.80. Yes, it's €1.40 for a little shot, with or without fruit. Gone for the with.
Don't choke on the fruit.
Good warm burn. Some tart fruit at the bottom. Yeah, I can see how you'd come back for more of that. Delicious. Headed to the waterfront to cool off, and we're going to do a boat tour of Lisbon. So we lucked out, and no one else is on the boat with us today, so we're getting the private tour. We've just gone past the monument to the explorers. In front of us now we're heading towards the Torre de Belém, the Tower of Belém.